Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of Dude, I'm Kidding. I'm so excited to finally put this out. It's been a while. I know life has been hectic as hell, but I finally have some episodes backlogged, and I'm going to introduce you to some awesome comedians. And today I'm actually introducing you guys to a awesome musician. Her name is Brandi LM, and she has a band called Brandi LM in the Bottom Shelf. You can check out her music and their music on all that on Spotify, and I'll put that link in the description for you. But before we get to the episode, if you could do me a huge favor and hit subscribe and hit that bell, so you can get notified when I'm putting stuff out. We have a great lineup coming up for you. Next episode, we're gonna have George Rosales on. And then his brother was there too. We did a whole bunch of podcasts when I was home last week. So we got a lot of great stuff coming out. But hit subscribe so you don't miss out on it. All right. And if you are more of an audio listener, that's awesome. We're available on iTunes and Spotify. So hit subscribe or follow on there, and please leave us some stars, leave us a review, so we know how to get woo. I need to learn how to speak first. That's the first thing I got to do. Let us know what we need to do to get better. We're only 2 episodes in, and we know we're going to have to improve a lot. So without further ado, I will shut up, and I will let you guys go ahead and here's the episode. This is the second episode of this show, so everything is still new. So be patient with me.
No,
but we're going to have fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm so thankful for you coming on, because like I said, I'm just moving here, and I love local music, and I love like comedy and stuff. So what better way to bring it all together, and then meet and hear all these awesome, cool stories. So Brandi, how would on Spotify you are Brandi LM and the bottom shelf. What does the LM stand for? Like, how would you like to be? Like, when I put your name down in the graphics, like, what would your name be?
My name would just be Brandi LM. That's what I go by. And honestly, it's just my middle and last initial. It's not that cool. But I had a lot of, like, weird stage names that, like, other people came up with for me that I hated. And I was like, no. I'm just going to do something really, like...
What's the worst stage name you've had?
I think Brandalion.
Brandalion. Like dandelion.
Yeah.
That's a stretch. But I like it. I mean, it's not bad.
I mean, I don't know.
What are some other ones? Do you have any other bad ones?
Well, not really. It was just like that. There were some other bad... People used to call me Brandi, like, because my name ends with an I, not a Y.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Brandi Lynn, which I hated the most. Not because it's absurd, but it just,
Wait, is your middle name Lynn?
Yeah, like, it's just really basic.
All the women in my family, their middle name is Lynn.
Exactly. Like, every woman...
So you calling my family basic?
Well, no, but everyone's middle name is Lynn. I'm like, I don't know. That's not...
So my little sister's pregnant right now, and she's having a daughter, and I don't know if she's going with the middle name. Like, I don't know if she's keeping it going or not.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just... Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, I get it. Yeah. Lynn. It's a white girl middle name.
Exactly.
Kind of like
Anne.
Anne's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are the other ones? There's a lot of
Lynn.
I just cracked my neck into the microphone.
Sally Mae.
Yeah.
That's more hillbilly though.
There's definitely like a really big one that I'm missing. Is Jane one? Jane? I don't know. Maybe not as much.
Mary Jane.
Yeah, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of white people stuff. Okay. No. We'll get to that segment later. I have a new segment on here that we're going to do later.
About white people?
About white people, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's my favorite thing. So before we get to that, though, tell us a little bit about yourself. So you're not from Austin. You're an immigrant?
Yeah, I'm
like
an immigrant.
Me.
I'm not from around these parts. But yeah, I'm actually from Pennsylvania, and it's cold there, and I hate cold, and I wanted to do music full time, so I came to Austin because I knew that there was a lot of live music, and I knew it wasn't cold. Well, it's not supposed to be. I know they had like the whole freeze and everything last year.
Well, buckle up. Apparently, we're supposed to have a pretty horrible winter, so I don't know if you'll be able to handle it here.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'm used to worse. Like, it's not going to get as bad as like Pennsylvania, but...
It was so funny. Well, it's not funny because it was sad that it happened. But like at the time I was living in DC, and I have a buddy of mine that's from Maine, and he was like watching the news and all the videos of everything happening, and he thought it was funny. He was like, "What?" He was like, "How can y'all not handle this?" And I'm like, "Bro, we're not set up."
Well, yeah, like
that.
it sounds weird because it's so much less snow than like back home we would get on just a regular basis in the winter. But like if your pipes and your like shit, I don't know, like everything isn't set up to handle it. Like I know I was at Friend's Bar playing yesterday, and they said they had a fish tank, and the whole fish tank froze, and all the fish died like overnight. And that was like so traumatic for me to imagine. But I'm like, it's just not set up for that because it's not supposed to get this cold here.
You say traumatic. Are you a big animal person?
Yes, I'm a big animal person.
Cool. I have another video for that too. It's not gonna be like, it's not like cruel or anything like that. I'm not gonna like.
Okay, I hope
don't
not.
Don't worry. No,
I love the animals.
I'm not a dick.
Okay.
But okay, well we can get into that a little bit. What how do you feel about Tiger King?
I hate that shit. I don't know. I mean, everyone's talking about it. I actually haven't even really watched it, but I just feel like it's a bunch of like kind of crazy people making money off of like poor animals. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I don't have too much else to say.
Okay, I'm gonna show you this video because this is kind of terrifying. I love cats, but these are big cats.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Badass.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm still learning how to use this. Oh, no, where to go? There it is. All right. That is terrifying.
It is. Wait, who? What is he eating?
So I think she went to feed him. And she dropped the tongs in.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
I thought she was saying. Wait, what name did she say? I couldn't really understand what name she was saying. I don't know if it was like Anito or something like that.
Let's go back.
But she was saying a name, and I thought that the lion was eating someone she knew.
Oh no!
I was like, "Jeez, that's brutal."
No. Oh my god, dude, that is so terrifying. Anyways, yeah, I loved the first like season of Tiger King.
I haven't watched it. I mean, it might be cool.
It was pretty cool. Do you have any like experience with like hillbillies at all?
I mean, yeah, a little bit from like Pennsylvania, but that's about it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like hillbilly, like white trash kind of stuff.
I mean,
if you've like experienced that firsthand, like watch it because you'll see shit and you're like, oh my god, that's like.
I want to watch it, but I feel like it's just gonna support. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. Maybe I'll watch like YouTube like clips of it uploaded by a different person, so then I'm not directly.
Are you vegetarian or vegan?
I'm vegan.
Vegan.
Yeah.
Through and through. Don't cheat on nothing.
No.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's been times where like there's like milk products in shit, and I don't realize until like I've eaten the thing, and then later on, like,
you're like, oh shit, that was.
Yeah, but like it's not. Other than that, no. Like I stopped eating meat 18 years ago, and.
How old were you?
I was 9.
9.
I'm old.
Nice. Was your family like?
Well,
all on board, or were they like, come on?
My dad is an executive chef, so he was kind of like, well, what am I supposed to cook? But now he loves it because he has to make a lot of vegan stuff for other people anyway. So now I'm like
he's
his
like
experiment.
Yeah.
And not that he lives near me, but like when I do see him. And then my mom was a vegetarian for a long time, like on and off. So she like was supportive.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like one of those things where like, you know, like teenage girls get into like they go through a phase, and then like the family is like, come on, what the fuck? Like they gotta like change the whole shit.
Yeah. Well,
but
no, they
it sounds like
definitely
you didn't
weren't
have to like go through that.
super hype about it. I think they were like, oh, it's probably a phase. Like she'll get over it, but like then I never did.
You just embraced it. I respect that. That.
Well, thank you.
I'm not like one of those people that's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, I don't get it, but I mean, you like what you like, you know?
Yeah.
So, so you are Brandi LM and the Bottom Shelf. Who's the Bottom Shelf?
That's a long story.
We got time.
Okay. Well,
if you don't want to talk about it,
no, it's fine. I'm Brandi LM, but the Bottom Shelf right now is Jim and Micaiah who are my bassist and guitarist. And sometimes it's Kevin, sometimes it's Rhett, sometimes it's Nick, depends who's drumming. But the original Bottom Shelf started, there's a place called Jackson Street, and it's like funny because if I said that back home, like everyone would know exactly what I was talking about, but like no one's gonna know here. But anyway, it's this big like frat street at my college, and like we got some people together to like jam, and then it became a band. And it was my band, it was all my original music, and then the people just learned it. But that's just what it's been a continuation of, essentially. There's been issues, but like not bad issues. Like I'm pretty much, other than someone that I dated, which is a whole other story, I'm on like great terms with anyone that's ever been in my band. There's just been like people move away, they get really busy, they get old and have obligations, you know, just like stuff like that. Yeah, so we're like all on good terms, but I think I've had like 20 members of my band at this point, and it's fine. Like I'm more of a like solo entity. But I do really like having my two homies like Jim and Micaiah here, because they're some of like my best friends since I moved here too. So
that's cool. Yeah, I kind of feel that. Like I do this by myself, and it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
And like I really want to like have people on, and I have one buddy of mine he wants to help, but he's down in San Antonio, so coming up and time and stuff is a little difficult. But I've worked alone for so long. Like before this show, I had a show called A Tilted World that I did for 2 years, but it was by myself, and I just, you know, I didn't have anybody with me. But I don't know, pulling somebody into is kind of like, I'm scared of it.
Yeah, I'm scared of it too. Like like I said, I did just recently sign with a label, and that's nice.
Oh, you did? Tell us a little bit about that.
I did. They're like an independent label, so they're not like, you know, it's like this huge thing. I didn't like sign with Sony or anything. It's called 1836, but they're awesome, and I love them. And they do stuff. Like I'm still working just as hard by myself. I just kind of pretend that their extra help isn't there because I want to just keep like hustling the same way, I guess. Yeah. And I'm just used to doing everything by myself. So like it is kind of a similar thing where even if there is someone like backing you, like I'm just used to like surviving on my own. I guess.
Taking care of business the way you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally feel that. And I want help, and I want like them to be good friends, you know? Like,
same. It has to be like they have to like be really like-minded or something.
Like I want them to like the same. I want they need to have like the same vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like it takes me forever to put stuff out because like I do so much like behind the scenes stuff, and then when it comes to like doing it, I'm like fuck, like need a breather, and then like it comes to it, and then we're here and doing it. And I am so glad to be back because I did the first episode a few weeks ago, and then I went to San Antonio for the holidays, and I was supposed to do a bunch of stuff down there. And I did nothing. I just, which I needed, but like,
no, like sometimes I feel like sometimes if you have plans to do something and you just like physically can't, like you need to just not.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, and I put a lot of pressure on myself sometimes to like do it, and like, and I think that's why I get so like overwhelmed with like, you know, putting myself through that anxiety of like getting it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, and you like burn yourself like out. Yeah, I'm like. I don't know. I can relate very hard. I do the same shit, and it's bad. Like today, I had all these plans. Like every once in a while, I substitute teach. I don't do it often. I've rarely had to do it since I moved here. But the reason I have this job is because typically I can just live off of music, and that's fine. But it's like one of the only jobs I can think of that you can just randomly pick up a day,
pick up a shift,
and then just not, because everything else is kind of scheduled, you know. So I did that today, and I was like, all right, I'm hyped up on coffee. I'm ready to go. I'm going to go home. I'm going to practice. I'm going to skateboard. I'm going to exercise. And literally just, like, none of that happened. I just, like, laid there. But I'm like, it wasn't because I was being lazy. Like, I think I just needed to lay there. Yeah. Like, it just happens sometimes.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I get so, like, I'll have, like, a list of shit that I know I need to do, like, all my homework. I have so much homework to be that I should be doing right now, but I'm doing this instead. So
I'm sorry.
No. No. This is not your fault. I want to do this. This is my way to procrastinate. So I'm okay with that. I am technically a sophomore but like they just didn't take all my credits from the first school I was in, so I should be like a junior, but
That's super annoying.
yeah, it's annoying, but I mean, I kind of need it too. Like I've been out of school for so long, like I didn't want to. I mean, it'd be good to get the classes like just knocked out, but I wouldn't have been able to do any of the coursework anyways because I've been
Out of school.
yeah, I've been out of the game for so long.
I feel that. Like when I'm substituting, sometimes I'm in like 5th grade classrooms and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Yeah, like I no, and I can't tell you how many times that phrase and like game show goes through my head. Like when I'm like at school because they're just doing like, I don't know, like geography and like just random like algebra and like just shit that I don't remember.
So I have to take my first math class in 7 years. Oof. Next semester. It's intro to mathematics, so like it shouldn't be that hard, but like I don't know. I've never been one to use like tutoring services, but I might need it because this is gonna be a rough. And don't worry, guys, I'm gonna bring you along the way because you're gonna help me with my homework or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I can't help you. I'm fucking horrible in math. I have a degree in writing, so I have like the opposite brain.
Nice.
But maybe they can help you.
What is a degree in writing like? Does it involve? I'm assuming it involves a lot of writing.
Oh my god, I was in the hospital all the time because I was literally like so overworked. Because when I was in school, I had like honors. I graduated at the top of my class. I was interning with the band Live. Writing for their magazine, but working like 2 other jobs, and then going to school full time, and then everything I did was like a 50-page essay. It was ridiculous, and I remember once being in the ER and emailing my professor and being like, "I'm gonna be in the hospital for a couple of days because I'm really exhausted. Just wanted to let you know." And she was like, "Okay, but your essay is still due in like a couple hours."
What a bitch.
And I still like I had my family go get my laptop and bring it to the ER for me to finish a fucking essay.
Oh my god. Dude, no. I would have told her to eat a dick. I would have screenshotted the email and I would have gone to like the dean or like the president. No fucking way.
I should have, but at the time I was so sorry. I'm trying to
move no, you're
my
good.
leg and I forgot there was a dog here. But I was just like so extra back then for no reason. And I'm like I like did all this shit and like I'm proud of myself because, you know, like I'm a published writer. I hosted a radio show back then. There was an article about my radio show in Rolling Stone, which was cool. And then,
damn, we got a celebrity on here. What the fuck? Episode
not really.
2. Shit.
But I did a lot of cool shit, and I got offered all these cool jobs right out of school, like right away that everyone was applying for. I would just get like offered because of my like experience, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to 6th Street and sing in a bar. That's what I want to do.
So, like to find a job as a writer, do you just have to, like, write a bunch of shit and submit it, essentially? Is that, like...
I mean, essentially, some of the stuff I got offered was...
Is that what you were trying to do with a writing degree?
I mean, kind of. I wanted to be, like, a freelance writer, I guess, because I don't do that now. Now I just play music, but the whole idea of like controlling a schedule and being creative sounded really nice to me, and I guess that was kind of the goal. My bad. And I also, like, for a while I wanted to be like, I did like run social media for people for a while, and I wrote for a magazine for a while, and I liked that, and I thought I wanted to continue doing that, but now
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I'm sorry, but now I just don't want to do anything. Yeah. I mean, I want to do stuff. I want to do music, but I don't want to do...
No, I feel that.
Anything.
I got you. Oh, shit, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was... I'm going to edit this part
Okay, so we are allowed to swear on
Oh, yeah, you can swear. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
Fuck, what was I saying? Oh, my God. I'm the worst about this. What were you saying?
We were talking about what does professional writing degree look like, and
yes,
jobs,
writing
and then
jobs.
just wanting to be a musician instead.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's where I was going with this. Sorry. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so what made you pick music?
If I could pick, I would not pick music because it's a very difficult.
Oh.
it's a difficult choice. No
Never
one should do it. But I don't think I just feel like I didn't really have that much of a choice because started writing songs when I was like little. Like I couldn't even write yet, and I would like make up these songs and have like my babysitter write them down so I could like perform them when my family came home. And it was just something that I always did, and I didn't actually learn how to play guitar until I was like 16, but like it was just like singing and writing and dancing, and just I always just felt very like fluid. Like I like to be moving and I like to be writing, and there's always something on my mind and I don't know how else to get it out. Like it's harder for me not to write a song than it is for me to write a song.
Really? Okay.
And so I don't know, I don't think I really
That's
chose it.
I mean, that's pretty cool. My follow-up question was going to be like, what's your writing process? So like, is it just like whenever it comes to mind, you just like throw it down, or like, what do you?
Honestly, that's pretty much it. I always wish that I had like better advice, because like sometimes people do ask me advice on like writing music, and like a lot of times it'll come to me. I'll be in the middle of like a public place or like a stressful situation, and I just get like this random inspiration, I'll write. Or like sometimes if I go for like a run or I'm skating, like a lot of like movement kind of gets my brain
Like
moving.
some people go for a run to go like to think of shit to write.
Yeah. And then a lot of them are me just like being, you know, pissed off at the world and like crying in my bed, and I'll write a song. But those are usually not the ones that go anywhere. They're the ones that like hide deep in my notes to
really?
like release. Like when I'm like 40, it'll just be like a sad song album or something.
This is what I was feeling back then.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm horrible about writing, and I love writing. I love it, and like I would call myself a writer because I do write a lot.
Yeah.
But like, I still haven't like nailed down my process yet.
Yeah.
And like it's so messy. Like I have like on my phone I have a notes page for like my stand-up bits that I have, and it literally it takes like 20 seconds to like scroll through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I have like random napkins or like pieces of like envelopes and stuff that I've written on. That's in a box somewhere with notebooks that are like everything. But I don't have like a sit down at a coffee shop and just sit there and write.
Oh, I don't do that either.
I can't.
Mine is a lot more like yours, like the notes on a phone, or like I'll just put them in Google Docs, or like literal napkins, like what you said, like just shit like that. But I think that's kind of, I don't know. I think that's it's part of it. It's kind of beautiful. Like it's the creative process. I don't know.
Like all the pictures of like Kurt Cobain's like songs and notes and stuff.
Yeah,
are wild.
exactly.
But yeah, I am horrible about it, and I don't know. I can't sit there. I think my closest like thing to a process would be like I love going to bars by myself.
Okay.
Like I know people probably think that's weird,
No,
but
I don't think that's weird.
I like to go sit in a bar. If there's live music, that's great. If not, like, and just chat with like people, and also like to just sit there and like no music in. Like I just like the bar chatter, you know, to just kind of like relax. And then that's where all my napkin notes come from, and that's probably like the closest thing to my process. But I can't do that every day.
No,
so
you can't do that every day. I mean, but you can write at your job since you do
that's
work
true.
at a bar.
That is true, and I actually some of my newer stuff I wrote while I was at work. So we'll see. I also need to get back out there because I've been working so much. I cut my hours back for next semester.
Yeah.
Because I moved to Austin to do this and comedy. Like in
okay,
school.
I was gonna ask about that. What are you in school for?
So right now I'm in school for communications.
Okay, good. Because I was hoping it was within this, field.
But I'm switching next semester. I'm applying to go to radio, television, and film do that. So I would love to do this like professionally, like for other people, you know? So that's a dream someday. Let's make it happen.
You'll do
people.
it. I'll share this a lot.
Thank you. And you guys should share too, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But yeah, no, I love doing this. And like, I got a job because I was in the military. So that's what like pays my bills essentially. Yeah. And then I got this job because like I just needed something to do essentially. And and then it just started taking too much of my time, and so cutting back because I haven't done stand up in over a month, and actually almost 2 months now, which is insane.
Do you start to get like mad, like when you don't do what you want to do for a long time?
Yeah, I do that, but my outlet isn't go get that done. It's like sitting on the couch and be pissed off about it.
I mean, it's same sort of, but like if I, like a lot of times I play a lot of shows, but my shows I'm not learning anything. I'm playing the same songs over and over again. And I start to get really like pissed off when I can't go home and like write something or learn something, or even like when God forbid I have to substitute like a couple days, like I come home and I'm tired and I'm just so angry because I'm like, I woke up this morning excited with like all these ideas in my head, and then I come home and I'm tired, and like it just makes me angry.
I'm horrible about that too. Like I know I have like ideas, you know, or that I don't write down. Like I think about it like later, and I like lay in bed and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking about? And it just doesn't come back to me, and I'm like, damn, like I don't know. And I can't always pull my phone out, or you know, it's a mess.
Yeah,
writing's wild. I don't know.
Being creative in any sense, like you have to be a little like not all
messed up, not all put together.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And I think everybody is not all put together. Well, no, everybody's not all put together.
Yeah.
You got to figure out your way of getting it out. And you're so you have a new single out, right? Sleeping Alone.
Yeah, Sleeping Alone.
And you're getting a lot of listens. I know you've been trying to get your stream count up, and
yeah, I'm trying. Even though I
looks like
hate
it's getting
Spotify, it's like it's such like this weird like double-edged sword in a way, because I'm like I want everyone to listen to my song, but I also fucking hate Spotify because they don't pay their artists, but like their CEO is like a billionaire, and like
so you don't get any.
I mean, I'll get like a couple cents, but like, and I get royalties all the time from like BMI, but that's a different thing. That's not Spotify. But I don't know. Anyway, like I'm happy that people are listening to it, and that's awesome. And more people should listen to it. You should go listen to Sleeping Alone by Brandi LM and the Bottom Shelf. Also, it's weird that my name is that long on Spotify, but it's a long
It's
story.
a dope name, though. It's a really cool name. I love it.
Brandi and the Bottom Shelf is cool. And that was the name, but then it became a thing where there was some kind of like copywriting thing, and they're like, well, these people aren't really the owners of this song. You're the owner, and your name needs to be on it.
That's when you go with Brandi Lion and the Bottom Shelf.
No, that's when I put the LM in, because I'm the one who writes all the music and like gets it distributed, and sometimes records, like sometimes I produce it. So, yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's cool. So I've listened to the song a couple times, and I love it. It's great. I know you've mentioned like a music video. Is it for the same song?
Yeah, the music video is coming out. So with the record label 1836, the music video is already done. We're just like holding it until like the hype or whatever dies down to create like a second wave.
Nice.
Which is just,
that's awesome.
Part of the hustle.
It's good that you're seeing good numbers, though. That's awesome. That's got to feel good.
It feels good. It's like, it feels good, but it's also like, I know it's really small in the comparison to like big artists, but it's big. And
it's way bigger than, like, you've gotten more listens than like the majority of like local artists. You know what I mean? Like,
it's something for sure.
Yeah, it's something, and it's getting there. And it just takes time and promoting. So
Definitely.
Go stream that, and also while you're at it, subscribe to the YouTube channel right now.
Yeah, you can subscribe to mine too.
Yeah. You have a YouTube channel too?
Yeah, it's just Brandi LM. It's just me. But yeah, because that's where the music video is gonna come out, and the music video is dope. I have like at least 4 music videos out. I know it's sad I don't know the exact amount, but I have at least 4 music videos out already, but this one's definitely the best, like production quality wise and just overall like done so far. So I'm like very excited about that.
That's really awesome. And do you know when it's coming out yet, or y'all just waiting?
So I guess it was like submitted for publication, which means like they're gonna give us a date. I guess. Okay. So I don't know. It's a mystery. We're actually having like a meeting thing tomorrow. So.
Oh, awesome.
We'll see.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
On whatever that may be. So we are going to take a break for 1 second because my camera has a record limit, so I got to make sure it's good to go.
Okay.
But we'll be back in just a moment. Okay. You good?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So we're back.
Fantastic.
Now we're talking really quietly, like this is NPR or something.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Dude, I'm Kidding. I'm here with Brandi LM from Brandi LM and the Bottom Shelf.
Hello. We should do like ASMR.
Yeah. Dude, that shit freaks me out. Like at first I liked it, and then it's just, I don't know. It's just like when hello, how are you today? We're going to talk about. Like, ugh.
I used to hate it, but now I like it. But if I actually think about what they're doing, I'm like, ew. Like, what?
Yeah.
But like, it's relaxing. But if you like break it down and just listen to it, it's like,
If you think about it, it's really weird.
Yeah.
It's like having a person whisper in your ears, and
yeah, or like
My-
like slobber.
the one thing that I did like is when ASMR became like a huge, like when it started becoming like a trend, was eating honeycomb.
I like the
Was
way
like,
that sounds.
yeah. So like some of the sounds are okay, but like when they go, like
Yeah,
just use
and
your
it's,
mouth,
like, really, like-
or yeah,
Like,
it's just it's too smacky, too
Yeah,
smacky.
yeah. All the
Like-
eating ones are a little.
Yeah,
A little
some
much.
of them are cool. Like it's cool to hear things being eaten. I don't like hearing people smack their lips.
Yeah,
like
like the initial crunch, okay.
Yeah.
But not the whole
like
like.
it's like, oh, that's how that sounds. Like that's what I liked about that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a learning experience. But you just fucking making noise in my ear is annoying. Don't do that. Yeah, and they pop up on my. Are you on TikTok?
I am.
Okay, so
I
like
have a weird. I hate TikTok, but that's okay.
I hate it, but I love it. I am all over it, and I
Yeah.
love like queuing up TikToks for people.
Yeah.
We're gonna add a
I
segment.
hate
It's
it,
not
but
in
I
this
love
episode.
it too. I mean, I'm there, but.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship I think everybody has, especially people like our age. Like, we're like,
Yeah,
"Ugh."
it's like
It's, like, still
another
kinda-
thing. Another thing
Yeah.
I have to learn how to do.
I can't
really?
do anything else after this. Like,
Yeah, like.
give us a couple years. Let me get used to this. Like, my mouth is full. you
Yeah,
know?
like.
But yeah, I'm going to be adding a segment into this too. So the initials of the show is DIK. Dick.
Okay.
So
Nice.
the name of the segment will be called Dick Talk.
Oh, I love
And then
it.
well, I'll show you all my favorite TikToks of the week.
Very clever.
I'll do that.
I like it.
We also, this is actually a good time to plug this, and I'm going to put a QR code right above Brandy's face right here that I'm pointing at right now. That code, if you scan that, you can
Wait.
join
Oh, that's
our
weird.
Discord. And you can join the Dick Squad, and be on Discord, share memes, videos, all that fun stuff. You can find comedians on there, musicians. I'm trying to build a thing.
Yeah.
I'm working
No,
on
that's
it.
awesome. I
And we have
like
a few members right now. So scan that QR code, join the group. You can submit videos, and they can be on the show. So do that. I actually lost the QR code. I need to make a new one.
Is
I'll
that
get on
like
that.
a long process? I don't even know.
No. It's literally just
Yeah, I
Google
didn't think.
QR code generator and plug a link into it.
Yeah, I figured
and
it would
yeah.
be as such.
My last show, I put QR codes on all my merch. So, like, all the sweaters had one. And I didn't sell a lot of merch. I sold, like, 5 things. But like,
still,
hey,
that's 5
I tried. You know, I
QR
threw,
codes that get out there.
I threw so much money into the last show. Like, just, like, into the website and stuff. And, like, it was really frustrating. So I was going to do a website for this one, but I'm going to wait a little while.
You have to put some money into stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really weird about that. I'm like stingy, and I'm like, I wish I wasn't so stingy because I feel like I could. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where I'd be, but I also then will like randomly drop money on shit, and then it doesn't work,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, all right, well, this is why I'm fucking stingy.
I have so many like random gadgets that I've bought for like podcasting that were supposed to help me in some way, and about 50% of them don't work.
Yeah.
Or like I tried to go with the cheaper option on Amazon and fucking paid for it.
Oh
You know.
yeah.
So yeah, quality over quantity, I guess. So
Yeah.
we're gonna wait on the website a little bit and merch, folks, until we get some more people. So if you want merch, share this video and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. So there's more people in it.
There you go. Shout out us, and go check out Brandi LM in the bottom shelf.
And this wolf.
And this wolf. Oh, that's Frank, by the way.
Hi, Frank.
He's a new addition to the table. I want to start having knickknacks out here.
I like that.
Frank, I bought at a thrift store, and there was a sticker on him that said incense holder on it. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's dope. But like, I love incense. And then so I used it as an incense holder forever. And then if you turn Frank around, you can see there's a hole under the rock.
Like this?
It's supposed to be a piggy bank. But now there's
Oh.
just old incense sticks stuck in
Oh,
Frank's rock.
nice.
So,
Oh, I just like.
no, it's okay. Yeah,
just
so
fell
you can
out.
look in Frank's hole and
Yeah.
you can see all the incense sticks that he likes to shove up there. So that's Frank. And I know y'all needed a taste of a dog because Atlas here is not on camera this episode because she decided to steal the show last episode. But don't worry, guys. We're gonna get the dog bed and GoPro.
She's here, I swear. We're not
yeah.
just like pretending there's a dog back here.
She's up here.
It's just like
I'm not picking her up though. She's getting so big.
Oh,
so,
look, she's really here.
Oh, she is. There she is. Yeah, you see her.
Hi.
So you have a dog.
I do have a dog.
And his name is, you said?
Chino.
Chino.
And I feel like he's almost, not quite, but he could almost be my mascot because he comes to a lot of my shows.
He does.
I try not to bring him to the band shows because they're really loud. But he comes to a lot of my solo shows or outdoor things.
She loves live music.
Yeah, so
Like,
does he. He literally sits on the stage with me. Like,
really?
But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So a little background about me and my family. My dad and my brother are both musicians too.
Oh, awesome.
My dad's a firefighter, but like he's slowing down from that, so he's revamping his music career. And then my brother's in Nashville right now, and so we're big local. Excuse me, big local musician like family. Yeah. Which is one reason why I'm glad you're here, because I love having local musicians because I grew up around it. Awesome. But with that being said, she grew up with my mom and dad and saw all his music stuff and just dealt with that around all the time. And so I took her to Mockingbird Saloon. I don't know if you know that one.
I actually don't know that one.
That one's, it's over by UT off of Guadalupe.
Okay. Well, I'm in that area all the time.
Yeah, it's a nice little place. But the one afternoon that I took her out, it was on her birthday. I took her out to the bar to have some fun. And the band started setting up, and she would not look away from the band.
Aww.
Like, she was just watching everything get, like, set up. And so, in my mind, I kind of wish that, I think she was imagining that my dad would be there. So,
oh, that's
there
so
you go,
cute.
Dad. That's for you.
That's adorable.
How old is Chino?
Chino is, like, 3, almost 4. How old is she?
She just turned a year on October 30th.
Word. Well, they should hang out, though, because Chino has, like, puppy energy.
Oh, yeah, she does, too.
And they both love live music, so...
Awesome. Then I need to bring her out sometime. She freaks out. Like, she loves playing with dogs. Like, I took her last week back to my parents' house, and my parents have a couple dogs that she kind of grew up with.
Yeah.
And she was so playful the whole time that we were there. And, like, she was sad coming back. Like, she knew, like, she was going to be by herself. So I do need to find her dog friends.
Yeah, definitely. They can hang out. 100%. I don't live far from you. It took me, like, a half an hour to get here, but I really only live like 10 minutes from you. I don't know.
What happened to your GP? Did you end up like on 35?
No, like it was closed down. The exit that I needed to take to your house was just completely closed off. There was a bunch of like blue and red lights flashing, all that stuff. And then my GPS was just weird. It kept telling me to make a U-turn where I couldn't make a U-turn. It just got into that weird like glitchy GPS thing where it's just like, why didn't you just go the way I said in the first place? I don't know what the hell to do now. You
told me the wrong thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
It doesn't help that my apartment is already hard to find too.
Well, yeah, that too.
So,
I had to like walk around for a while.
I need to start. Like, I sent you a map. Did you get the picture of the map?
I did, but I don't. That didn't.
Are you just not good at maps, or like?
Well, one, I'm not good at maps, and two, it was just like a blob in the middle of like green or something.
Okay.
So
well,
like to me,
I will figure out.
I don't know.
To future guests, I will figure out a way to get you guys here. I promise.
Yeah.
And if I had more money, I'd get you a car. I'd send an Uber. But I'm not fucking. I don't got a lot of money. So.
Well, that's why people have to subscribe to both of our channels.
To both of our channels, so I can buy my guests cars.
Yeah.
Not buy them cars, but get them rides.
Yeah, so they can find the
I started doing that with my Ubers. As I call it, my driver's here. Like, I gotta go. My driver's here.
Oh, like, call him your driver. That's awesome.
Yeah, my driver's here. And people always go, "What? I don't care. It's funny." So we were going to do the new segment. We didn't do that yet, right? Okay.
No, we didn't do that.
All right. So we have a new segment on this show, and I highly suggest and encourage you guys to submit videos of your own. But this name of this segment is called "Wow, That's White." So I'm going to show you a video or an image, or videos or images of things that make you say, "Wow, that's white." So pretty self-explanatory.
So can they see what we're seeing?
They will in just a second.
Okay,
Let's see if they can do that. I'm still figuring this out. You guys go easy on me in the comments. I'm still figuring this out.
Well, my niece is pregnant and she's afraid to tell her dad.
Don't tell the fucking internet!
So,
no, you can't.
I think I'm helping her out.
It's yours, you should.
Well, don't tell him that.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's white.
That's white.
No, that's really white.
So how did that video make you feel?
I don't know. Like...
Uncomfortable?
Yeah, just uncomfortable. I don't know. It
Do you
just
think-
reminds me of a state that like I haven't really visited yet because I have no desire to go
Which state
to any
is it?
state. I don't know. They're just like the
Did you say
one.
Tennessee?
Is that? That's not what I
Oh no,
said.
no. What state? Sorry, I'm confused. I'm jumping ahead. What state are you?
Just a few of them. I don't know. The ones that are like, there's nothing there, so like, there's nothing to do, and then
Except your cousin.
except for your
Or
cousin. Yes, exactly.
niece or nephew.
I'm not
Ew.
trying to call it any one particular state because
I'll call you out. Arkansas.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Get out of here, Arkansas.
Yeah.
And
No, I
Louisiana.
actually did go through Arkansas.
Arkansas.
On the way here, and there was nothing. Like it all looked exactly the same the whole drive.
Really? Have you ever driven through Kansas? That's even
Yeah,
worse.
I have on the way
it's
here because I had to bring a U-Haul from, Pennsylvania
So you
to
went
Texas.
around down.
Yeah, because I went to Nashville for a while, and
Did you like Nashville?
no,
No. Ooh, why not?
I just
Not your city. Were you like living there, or
It
were you just
wasn't-
like stopping through?
I was just visiting to check out like the music scene, and I
Mm.
wasn't as excited about it as I thought it would be. But what I think is that I saw a lot of like the face value stuff, and I didn't get to see a lot of like maybe what like a local would show me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's true.
I think that might be slightly biased,
Mhm.
but I really didn't want to go there. I mean, I didn't
Well,
really want to be there like
if-
when I was there.
That's fair. Was it just like overwhelming? Because that city is fucking overwhelming,
even
especially on
just-
Broadway. Like,
I
and that's what everybody goes to. They go to Broadway.
Well,
and they're like, oh my god, this is crazy. And it's like,
yeah,
that's not all. In
I was
Nashville.
on Broadway. I went to some other places too, but I was on Broadway, and like that just reminded me of like a senior week for like middle-aged men or something. Like I don't know. It, it was something, but yeah, I think it was just. I think the problem was I was seeing a lot of tourists.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, that's where like a lot of musicians end up playing.
Yeah.
I would
But
imagine.
and then like
wasn't
I
super
kept
into
going
local
to
scene there.
different bars, and like they were all playing the same like 5 songs in like
Yes.
every bar.
Yes.
And like I don't see that here.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
To come back. To kind of come back to what you had said earlier about like playing music, you play the same songs over and over. So do you like when you go to places like bars that hire you to play there? Do you have to play? Like, do they get upset if you play your music,
So
or can you just like do you have to like sprinkle it in there?
So technically, overall consensus is like if you're playing at these bars, and they're paying you, you're supposed to be playing covers. And some booking agents will even say that. But I personally have never had a problem with playing my originals. I've always been like complimented on them. But I think it's because I do sprinkle them.
Yeah.
I don't go and play like a full original set. And then like when I play with my band, we play like mostly originals. I love playing with my band. And a lot of times we play at places that like will typically have a lot of like cover bands. But
Mhm.
so far I've been lucky just in the sense that like I think I don't know. And sometimes I feel like I like earned it or something. Like I
Mhm.
show up and I play my cover songs, and then I'm like, all right, well, I want to play my originals. And they're like, oh, we like you, so you can do that whenever you want now. But also, I feel like overall, if you're not playing like a concert,
Mhm.
if you're playing a bar, they like cover music, not original music, which is,
Mhm.
in my opinion.
Fair enough. Do you have any favorite bars in Austin that you maybe not to play at, but like do you have your favorite spots?
My favorite spots. So I want to say, well, Blind Pig is one of my favorite ones to hang out
Mhm.
because, and honestly, I will say it's mostly because the people that work there, which is you're one of them, yes.
The Blind Pig pub. Come by,
But
say
yeah,
hi,
like
what's up?
everyone's super cool. It's like a family there, and I won't even say it's my favorite place to play, but I do like their
A
rooftop.
rooftop is pretty
And I
sick,
just
yeah.
like the like invitingness of like the people there. WTF I think is like my favorite place to play.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yes,
right?
Whiskey Tango
Is
Fox.
that place also a comedy place too?
Yeah, and I was gonna
Okay.
say you
I'm-
need to.
I haven't
do
been there
something
yet. That's one of the
no,
places
you
I haven't
need to
gone
do. I'm going there now after
Oh,
this.
really?
You should come with me. You have
Maybe.
homework, but you should just come with me.
Yeah,
anyway.
but it's past.
But this
past
is
homework
what you
time, so-
care about. So
Yeah, but it's past homework time.
yeah.
So.
So come out late. Again, this is what I do. I always go out late, and then and then just get up in the morning, consume a bunch of stimulants of one sort or another, and then do my homework really early at like the ass crack of dawn, like before it gets light out.
Twisted my arm. I'm going. That's what I'm gonna do.
Do it.
No, we'll see. That place. I keep seeing that place come
I
up,
love that
and
place.
I haven't
It's my
gone
favorite.
yet.
It is my favorite.
Is it on
to
6th
play.
or is it like a? Is it
It's on 6th, but it's not on Dirty 6. It's on
E6?
Yeah, E6, and it's really nice community. That's where I first played with my band members that I have now. I've met so many musicians that have like helped me get other gigs. I play with my band there. They're one of the places that allow us to play 2 hours of original music.
Yeah.
Even though they typically have like all covers. Like they're really, and the people who run the sound there and the bar in general are just all very sweet.
Just good vibes.
Yeah, just good vibes.
You guys should go check them out if you're in Austin. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. They're not paying me to say this. I'm just saying.
No, they're really not.
This is just, I haven't even been there yet. But I know they are a veteran-owned place.
I didn't even
from what
know
I've
that.
heard.
Cool.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's veteran-owned.
I mean, I don't think
I'm gonna do some research and I will correct myself if I need to.
I mean, that's awesome. Whether they are or not, though, you should check them out. They even have, they do like art shows. They do comedy shows, so maybe you can catch your boy there.
We'll see. I gotta get back out there though.
I play there, and like they have music like every night of the week, like some sort of live music.
So it was crazy when I came into town. I saw a bunch of signs on 6th Street when I started working there saying it was a live music capital of the world. I didn't know that was like a thing, and it does not have as much live music as like Nashville does. It did or does in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it was kind of weird like seeing that, but I mean, we have great live music. That's who I'm bringing on this show, guys. That's why you need to go check out Brandi LM in the bottom shelf, or just Brandi LM wherever she's playing. If she's playing by herself, you gotta check her out. She's awesome.
Either way, find me on the interweb, and
Yes.
then you can find everything.
But anyways, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for being on here. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I need you to send me your dates because I know you have like a ton of like I've seen them on your Instagram. So just send me that, and I'll plug that in right here so they can look at your dates.
Okay. Cool.
Do you have anything like in the next like 3 weeks that you want to highlight or anything you want to plug specifically?
Dates or
anything like anything you want to tell the audience right now to go check out, go tell them to do it right now.
Okay, well, you should check out my new single Sleeping Alone. Mainly you can come see me if you're Austin local. I play like 4 or more times a week typically, so you can find me by myself or with my band, and they're always on my website. It's brandilm.com, and then like, so even if I send you something and it's out of date by the time you get it, because I get gigs like the day of sometimes or whatever, the website is always updated with like what I'm doing. But yeah, definitely just check out the music. If you don't like that song, you'll like that song.
You're gonna love it. It's
but
a great
yeah,
song.
you're gonna love it. But I also like some of my other favorites are like Happier and Gutter Star and like Nevada. And
we didn't really talk about this. What kind of style of music do you play? Like, what would you classify yourself as? If these people are like expecting something else, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But
so I mean, it's definitely like alternative rock is definitely like the big umbrella to put under. So some of the things I'm compared to a lot is like No Doubt, and then people say my music is kind of punk, but like I'm not going for it. I think it's probably just because when I started writing music, I knew like only
like you're not
power
residual.
chords. Yeah. I don't know. So like they
vibes.
say that, and then my voice personally, I mean, I have like kind of a raspy voice. I don't know if it's like a Stevie Nicks type of voice or like something, but so that's, I don't know.
The best way to find out though is just to go to Spotify and stream it yourself.
Yeah,
honestly,
just listen to
and
yourself.
you're
But
not
it's
gonna
also,
regret it.
it's very honest music. I think it can be relatable to a lot of people, and it's a lot of stuff that people aren't writing about but are probably feeling. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on. It was a pleasure having you, and I'd love to have you back. Anytime you have like a project or anything you need, like you plug, just let me know. Even if you can't come in, I want to do a section at the end of the show where I do like plugs for people who have been on. So like anything coming up.
Definitely.
So thank you so much for coming on, and
I think you stole my line, but thank you so much for having me.
Oh yeah, I did. I was about to say that. Oh my god, I did almost say that, and that was me projecting. I am so sorry.
No, it's fine.
You
You're
don't
like,
have to
this
be
bitch
thankful
wasn't
for
even
it.
gonna say it.
She wasn't even gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it for you. Thank me for having you. Awesome.
No,
dude, I'm kidding. There it is.
There it is.
I have to put the name in there somewhere.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
anyways, thank you so much for being on, and we'll see you guys in about a week or so when this comes out. Oh no, yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.